What is going on, guys? Today's video we're going to be working on the Dodge Ram SRT10 1500 kind of, but it's got the Viper engine in it. This is probably going to apply to you guys if you guys are trying to replace the grill inserts or maybe the grill. If you guys haven't seen the last video where we've removed the grill from the truck and the grill inserts, check that out. I'll link it down below, or you can probably click above this video. So go check that out if you're just trying to remove the grill and the inserts. But if you're trying to put them back in, that's what today's video is going to be. So we got them. These are what they are. This is the honeycomb pattern. It's not quite the, I won't lie to you guys, it's not the exact same honeycomb pattern that's on the truck, but it is kind of similar. So I'll walk over here and show you guys. This is the pattern that's on it right now. Hopefully you guys can see that. See it? So it kind of has that cross-checking pattern, whereas that is like a true honeycomb, almost roundish, you know, circle, whatever, but looks pretty good. Like I said, it's not gonna be a true match, but it'll be much closer than what came on there, which was just the chrome slats, which looked not good at all. I think also once we get these in there, we'll add our SRT emblem and badge back here on the grill in the corner. It'll look really good. So we got our grill face down on something that's not gonna damage it. And what we will do is we'll insert them. I'll also talk at the end of this video if you guys are interested about the Dakota, which is back in the garage. So I'll let you guys know what's going on with that. If you guys stick around to the end of the video, let's go ahead and get those inserts in there. Also, if you guys remember from the last video, we removed all of these push pins, kind of like this Christmas tree style. So we've got all our clips. We didn't have to buy any because we didn't lose any, we didn't break any, and I showed you guys exactly how to remove these pins in that last video. So all of our hardware is in this Ziploc bag. It was waiting for us for when the grills showed up, and these are just the nuts that actually hold the grill to the front of the hood. So let's go ahead, we'll lay these into our grill, and then we can put our push pins in so it holds those inserts. So here we go, guys, and I'll link these down in the description below where you guys can pick up these honeycombs. They're really affordable, so if you guys are thinking about doing something like this, it really was worth the price, just instead of painting the old ones or whatnot. So we'll just lay that in there like that. This one's gonna do the same thing. It's also just gonna lay in there like so. I think it kind of clicks in a little bit, but then we're just gonna go around and insert our clips like I was mentioning. So we'll take our clips, we'll put them in, and we'll just push the center back down. So I might use something to push on this instead of putting a hole in my finger, but that's what we'll do. Okay, so grab whatever you want. I'm just gonna use something like this where I can push on this a little easier instead of using my finger. And we'll push the insert, the center of the insert in like you saw there. So just to show you one more time, we're gonna put that in like so, and then we're gonna push the center back in like that, and then our insert is in place. So let's go ahead and we'll do the rest of them. So there is the finished product, you guys. So I am a fan of that look. And now let's go ahead and throw this puppy back on there. This was on the old supercharged Ram 1500, and now it'll go on the true SRT. So let's go ahead. It's just, I don't even know. I can link this in the description below if you guys are interested in this, but you can put it on any grill. It just has, you know, bolts and some washers, and you can put it down there. So we're gonna throw it in the bottom corner like that, and should look pretty good. Okay, so I'm gonna flip the grill over, and we'll go ahead and get that SRT emblem on there. So we'll grab it. Luckily we got this nice padded surface we can put it on, and I'm gonna put it in this lower corner here. So it's pretty simple, you guys, and like I said, I'll link this thing in the description below if you guys are interested in grabbing one of these. You put it there, you see where the two holes are, you put your washers, and in this case, this thing actually came with some plates, but I don't like the look of the plates, so I just went ahead and grabbed a couple washers and spray painted them black, since they hide behind the emblem a little cleaner than the flat plates that this thing comes with. So anyways, let's get it on here. Okay guys, and there it is. So I am liking the way that looks. You guys let me know in the comments below what you guys think. It is an SRT, so I'm not lying to anybody. I know that was an issue on the last truck that we built. Some guys really questioned whether that badge should have been on our Ram 1500, but on this, it's an SRT, so we got that on there. Let's go ahead and get the grill back on there. It's not difficult. It's just a bunch of these bolts. So 8mm head, some bolts, some nuts, and she goes on. So let's throw that back on. Like so. Put our nuts in the back. Like I said, just a series of 8mm nuts and then some 8mm bolts across the bottom. And that is pretty much all this thing is held on with, which is pretty easy. I like the nuts and bolts method as opposed to the newer ones where it's clips that you can break. This is a little more primitive, but a little more straightforward, I think, at least. So across the bottom are the bolts, you guys. So just so you know, top are nuts, bottom are bolts. All right, guys, so the bolts are all tight. Let's go ahead and close this and see what she looks like now. I don't know about you guys, but I'm really enjoying the look of this black grille now. I think it looks much, much better. Like I said, we got the black mesh down here. A little bit different mesh, but overall, I still think it looks great against the white with that black. Now you guys are gonna, definitely be saying headlights are next, which they will be. So that's the way it looks. And now we're just, we need to get rid of the chrome. So we have those black housing headlights that you guys saw. We'll be doing those next, but I am extremely, extremely happy with how this came out, you guys. So another thing we're probably gonna do is we'll probably black out this emblem. We're not gonna remove it, but maybe we'll black it out, maybe white, but the front of this thing just got a ton more aggressive. Okay guys, so I am super happy with how this all turned out. Like I said, not the exact same black mesh, but it is a Dodge after all, and Dodge seems to go with a lot of honeycomb stuff. So I like the way this looks. If I find something that's more diamond shaped later on, I will do it, but I think this is the next best and closest thing that matches. So I'm really happy with the way it turned out. Once we get those black housing headlights on there, this thing is gonna look unreal. All right, and I did promise you guys that we would talk a little bit about the Dakota. So obviously, Dakota is right there, and I ended up putting it on these wheel dollies. So we ended up bringing it back in. It was kind of a pain having it out in the driveway because it was, unfunctional, and I couldn't move it around and get it out of my way. So it's better that it sits here out of our way, and then I can put the S2000 behind it since it's a running, moving vehicle, and I can shuffle things around. So we ended up putting it on the dollies and shoving it all the way against there. I think it looks kind of cool there, and it's out of our way. What I do want to try and do is we're either going to, I think for now, what the tentative plan is I'm keeping a lookout for another 5.9 that I can just drop in there. There seems to be quite a few of them. I just got to be ready to go and get one. Maybe we'll just drop a 5.9 in there again and see how our setup works. I think we might, we pretty much have that setup complete. So it would be interesting to see how the 5.9 with that supercharger setup does work, or how it performs. So if I can do that and I can keep it on a budget, I'm going to try and do that. I've found motors for a few $100s. I just gotta line one up and see if I can get it. So it's kind of what I'm working on right now. If I am gonna replace this engine with something, I want to go all out though, is what I was saying before. So I don't see there being much benefit to getting like a 5.7 Hemi or a 6.4 Hemi and then still having to buy a supercharger kit that fits on here and all that stuff. I think you're gonna end up seeing the price go up quite a bit. As soon as you put a Hemi in this thing, you pretty much have to get a standalone engine harness kit from Mopar, and it just keeps bringing the price up. So if I'm gonna get the standalone engine harness kit, I would rather get it for the 6.2 Hellcat, just my personal opinion. And if I'm gonna go through all that work and make this thing a fully modified truck and take it off the road, I want it to be fast. So I don't want to be just messing around with the 5.7 Hemi or 6.4. I want it to be super quick. Don't get me wrong, you can make a 5.7 or 6.4 fast, but it's going to take quite a bit of money and parts to get it to where we want it to go. Whereas the 6.2 is just ready to go out of the box. It's already supercharged, it's already ready to go. We just throw it in there and get it running, and that would be it. So that's the plan. So I will try to see and do my best to get an engine for that. And if I can't find an engine, I might just pull this engine out and maybe slap a set of bearings in it. Hopefully that's all it is, a set of bearings and an oil pump, and off we go again. Only thing I don't want to do is I just don't want to have two engines laying around either. So, and it's going to be a lot of work to take it out and to rebuild it. It would be much faster. I could probably do it in one day to take that engine out and put another junkyard engine in there, or out of something, right? Another 5.9 that came out of a running vehicle, pop it back in there. This thing would be running in a day and we'd be back in business again. So if I can pull that off, I will do it. Otherwise, I might look into the option of putting bearings into it and whatever else might be some damage in there that's, you know, might be more than just throwing bearings in it. So that's where we're at. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up. I have to order a few more parts for this thing, and then we'll be well underway on the Viper. Like I said, big brake kit we're going to be doing from IPSCO. I just have to order stainless steel brake lines, and I have to order a proportioning valve. I believe it's by Willwood. So those two things I got to get, and then we're underway on this. But lots of stuff still on the way, you guys, and I'm going to be doing headlights and a lowering kit on this soon. So lots of stuff. You don't want to miss it. Make sure you give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button. We will see you on the next video. Later.